One of the other things that people hear about often is the so-called poor man's copyright. You write your song, you put it on a CD or cassette or whatever you're going to put it on. Yes, there are people with cassettes. And put a lyric sheet in it, put a date on it, in an envelope, mail it to yourself. Now, some people open the letter, which isn't very smart, but the point is that it's postmarked and it establishes a date, at least not exactly of the date of creation, but at least a date that the work existed in a fixed form. So you mail it to yourself and then file it away, and then when infringement, people think, well, when infringement happens, I can prove, there it is in an envelope. I mailed it to myself on, March 6th, 2010. That's fine, except you still can't sue anybody for copyright infringement until you register the work. But it helps with establishing a date of creation, because oftentimes defense attorneys will say, oh, he's making that up. You will, our guy wrote his song, and then when his song got big, here comes, you, Mr. Little Songwriter, out of the blue, claiming that the big star stole your song. You probably didn't even write it. And so one of the things you can do is, by protecting yourself, is by establishing the date of creation. You either keep a song file, keep your notes, date things. On computers, clearly things are dated on the computer. Well, they can be altered as well, but you want to establish more than one way to prove the date of creation of your work. Keep a so-called song file where you have your lyric sheets, and I don't care if you wrote it on the back of a pizza box, and I've got a lot of those in my files. I've got paper plates, I've got napkins in restaurants, I've literally got an empty pizza box that someone wrote a song on. You get real creative when you drink and eat pizza, apparently, and so I have some of those in my file. But that establishes, you write the date on it, establishes that you put it away. But registering it, and then you put a deposit copy with the Copyright Office, will clearly show at least when it existed in the Copyright Office records. Poor man copyright is okay. It works it works merely to establish when the work existed, and that can be helpful if you later need to bring an infringement case. But it doesn't constitute copyright protection under the law, and thus you will still not be eligible for statutory damages. There's still no notice to the public that you wrote that particular work. And it still won't allow you to collect attorney's fees. You still must file the registration with the Copyright Office.